So you want to watch the whole movie? It's time, cause we're gonna go back to look at the TV movie where I got Americanized, and yeah, wait, it could have almost brought me back, but you know, it didn't totally bring me back. So we're talking about the Doctor Who television movie from 1996. But don't forget, you know who we are. You know who we are. We are for you. Let's put on the film and make some history, or talk about some history. Let's put the thing down. This jacket's too big. It's too heavy. Here, come on, you silly jacket. Why do I have to try to always look majestic when I'm trying to talk about stuff? While I'm trying to figure this out, you know, like say when it comes to you know, the Doctor, we had actually, like, you know, between the and after the, you know, show had been, you know, kind of like, well, there was a bit of a development in trying to bring it back. So one thing that was thought of was to do a TV pilot for an American audience. You know, there would have been a backdoor pilot to basically produce, you know, a TV series. In this one, it was starring Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor in his only television appearance until one of his other shorts, in which he would
Is it done?
would regenerate into the War Doctor in the 9th Doctor in 2013. So, and basically the whole gist of this film is basically, the Doctor and the Master go head-to-head, in which the Master tries to, what else? Try to rule the world, and so, you know, I gotta say, it was developed as a co-production between Universal Studios and BBC Worldwide. It premiered May 12, 1996 on CITV in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, 15 days before its first showing in the United States on the United Kingdom on BBC One, and 2 days before being broadcast in the United States on Fox. And one thing that it tries to do, like say when you think about the Doctor, you'd think, well maybe they would have tried to be a reboot. No, the film has is in a way a continuation of the television show, since it, you know, it says, okay, remember the 7th Doctor?
There, that should do it.
In all my travels through space and time, and nearing the end of my 7th life, I was finally beginning to realize that you could never be too careful.
The Master in this film is actually played by Eric Roberts. And I gotta say, you know, he's always been a great actor when it comes to playing, you know, villains. He does a great job in the fact that his portrayal of the Master comes off as almost like, say, the T-1000 from the Terminator, in the fact that although he is a bit of a just confused about jokes and all that.
Hey man, when I get all that gold, you know what I'm gonna do?
I don't want to know.
You kill me.
You want me to kill you?
No, I mean, you make me laugh, man. You're a funny guy.
I'm glad one of us is amused.
It's just, okay. It's just, oh my gosh, it seems like he is wanting to chew the scenery, but he's just like saying, not so sure if I can.
Oh yeah? So, who are you really?
because at times it's just like he's more monotone, whereas Paul is more, I would say, his version of the Doctor is more of a over-the-top, more reserved Doctor, and that every so often he'll be just like saying like, "Okay, would you like a jelly baby?"
Jelly baby?
Just take it.
And like whether it is suddenly just like saying, "Okay, officer, we need some help," but the ways I think this film tries to Americanize him in a way, whether it is the use of like chase sequences, in that he is, driving a motorcycle or riding a motorcycle.
I think we lost him!
Good, hold on!
And yeah, that's honestly a pretty cool sequence. But then again, that would all say for a modern the revival, Matt Smith would also do that as well.
Oh, dear Lord.
And I kind of like the aesthetic that they're trying to go for when it comes to the use of the TARDIS. It has more of in English, kind of vibes in a way. Whether it almost looks like even though it looks like almost like a castle in the inside of it. And I think, at least I think it is, that some of the actors in the film, like Daphne Ashbrook as Grace, she does a great job in being the companion that gets wished away into the adventure when she is just minding her own business. I do have to say that here's my thing about the death sequence for the 7th Doctor, played by Sylvester McCoy. It is just, well, his whole death is basically he gets shot, but then he has a bit of, he ends up dying from trying to save him. And yeah, well, I also think the regeneration sequence is pretty cool. The whole, I gotta say there's some things that are just goofy about this film, whether it is just in the fact that the first time the Master is trying to find him, we have some moments where it's just the Doctor's just he's just trying to hide at the hospital, and no one's just going, who's this strange man with his get up? And I don't know, man. I kind of enjoyed this. I will say this, at least they didn't have the Doctor just going around shooting guns, because I feel like saying, nah, I don't think that's the Doctor. And the fact that, although I feel like the Doctor is more, when it comes to it, he is more reliant on his gadgets instead of just, although there is some moments where he will, go to use a weapon, but it's not like, say, ha, I have outsmarted you kind of deal. But I do think, okay, the moment when they're having him, have a gadget or thing that make him, forced to see everything.
She did it. Your life force is dying, Master.
Because I'm not sure, but was there ever a moment in the original series where the Master just say, "Doctor, you fool, you have taken the body that is rightfully mine"? And I don't think that was ever a thing. I could totally be wrong. I probably am. But I kind of like this. I mean, I enjoyed this. It was kind of fun. And, you know, I kind of liked it. But did you ever see the Doctor Who television film starring Paul McGann and Eric Roberts as the Master? What's your thoughts on it? Oh, and the only thing after this though, was the Doctor Who: The Curse of the Fatal Death in 1999. Oh, the one thing that is actually kind of hilarious is that the film was filmed in 1996, but it's trying to say, but it's also taking place in the future of 1999, when it's almost about to on New Year's Eve for the new millennium. And I'm just saying, okay.
Have a happy New Year.
Way to go and trying to like say okay, we're gonna go a little bit far, like a few years in the future. But overall, I think it's time for me to